Let us solve this question, which is to transform or convert a delta network into what? Into a Y or a star network. As we can see, this circuit is a delta network because resistors are connected in a triangle shape. Therefore, we must convert this delta network into a Y network or a star network. So we change the circuit into what? Into the Y network form. So the circuit will look like a star connection with three resistors RA, RB, and RC. From the circuit above, above we use the delta to star conversion formulas. First, let us find RA. So RA is, as we know, RA is equal to RAB times what? RAC over what? Over the sum of three delta resistors. And from the circuit RA, so from the circuit RAB is equal to 25 ohms and RAC is equal to 10 ohms. So RA is equal to what? Is equal to 25 times what? Times 10 over 10 plus 25 plus 15. So which is gives us what? Gives us 5 ohms. So in the Y network we get RA 5 ohms, and now let us find RB. So from the formula, RB is equal to RAB times RBC over what? Over RA plus RB plus, sorry, RAB plus RBC plus RAC, and and then we substitute. We have RAB 25 ohms and RBC, which is 15 ohms. So after so we have to substitute this, and which is gives us RB is equal to what? Is equal to 25 times 15 over what? Over the sum of over the sum of three resistors in delta, which is gives us 7.5 ohms. So in the Y network, RB is what? 7.5 ohms. Now let us find RC. RC is equal to RBC times RAC over what? Over RAB plus RBC plus RAC. So in the given circuit, RAC is 10 and RBC is 15 ohms. So which is RAC is equal to, sorry, RC is equal to 10 times 15 over 10 plus 25 plus 15, which is gives us 3 ohms. So in Y what? In Y we network RC is equal to 3 ohms. And therefore the final Y network equivalent of this delta network is what? Is RA, which is 5 ohms, and RB, which is 7.5 ohms, and RC, which is equal to 3 ohms. So we have to obtain the complete Y network equivalent for a given delta network. And now let us solve another question, which is to transform or convert a Y or a star network into a delta network. So we convert this Y or star network into a delta network. When we convert it, the circuit will look like a triangle or delta connection between points A, B, and C. As we know, the formula for RAB in the delta network is we take the sum of all possible products of two resistors in the what in the Y network, and we divided by it by what divided it by the opposite resistor. For RAB, opposite resistor is what is RC. So RAB is equal to RA times RB plus RB times RC plus RC times RA divided by RC. RC is what? It is opposite. So now now we substitute the values. So RAB is equal to 10 times 20 plus 20, 20 times 14 plus 14 times 10 over what? Over 40. 40 is opposite. So after this, which is gives us 35 ohms. So RAB is what? 35 ohms. Now let us find RBC. So RBC is equal to RA times RB plus RB times RC plus RC times RA over what? Over or divided by RA, which is gives us which is RA is what? RA is 10 ohms, which is it is opposite of it is opposite of RBC, which is so RBC is equal to the summation of all possible pairs, two pairs in what in Y network over what over it is opposite. So opposite is 10, which is gives us 140 ohms, and the left one is RAC. RAC is equal to RA times RB plus RB times RC plus RC times RA over what? Over RB. RB is what? RB is opposite of this RAC, which is 20 ohms. So which is equal to RAC is equal to so the summation of the sum. So we take what? We take the sum of all possible products of two resistors. So after this we divided by it is opposite. It is opposite is 20, which is gives us 70 ohms. And and therefore the converted delta network or delta circuit has what? Has 35 ohms between A and B, 70 ohms between A and C, and 140 ohms between B and C. So this is the delta equivalent of the given Y network. And now let us solve this circuit question, which is to find the equivalent resistance between a point and a point B. So we need to find the equivalent equivalent resistance between A and B in this circuit. First, we observe the circuit carefully. So the 10 ohms and 30 ohms resistors are not in parallel and not in series, because there is a wire between them coming from what? From the voltage source. And also the 20 ohms and 30 ohms resistors are not in series, because there is a branch coming from point B that splits into two paths. And now also look at the middle part of the circuit. uh, there is a 5 ohms resistor between the 12.5 ohms and resistor and 10 ohms resistor, although the top terminals share the same wire, and the bottom terminals are separated by the what? The 5 ohms resistor. So there, so what? these resistors are not in what in not in parallel. So therefore we cannot simplify the circuit directly using series and parallel rules. So what do we do? And so here the 12.5 ohms and the 5 ohms and 10 ohms resistors form a what, a delta network. So we convert this delta network into what, into uh, y or star network in order to simplify the circuit. So the delta resistors are r a b is equal to what, is equal to 5 ohms, and r AC is equal to 12.5 ohms, and RBC is equal to 10 ohms. So we take so when we replace delta by Y network, it looks like this. So this so this circuit is uh, it easily can be simplified. So this is parallel to what, parallel to this, and this and these are what, they are in series to each other. So simple, this circuit we make this circuit simply simple to calculate by series and parallel rule. Now let us find Y network resistors. RA is equal to RA is equal to what? Is equal to, as we know, RAB times RAC divided by the summation of resistors in delta, which is equal to what? Equal to 12.5 ohms times what? 5. So 12.5 ohms times what? 5 over what? Over the summation of resistors in delta, which is gives us 2.273 ohms. And the left one is what? The left one is RB. RB is equal to, we put the formula in formulas, the value, so which is 5 and 10. So 5 times what, times 10 over what, summation of resistor in delta network, resistors in delta network, so which is equal to 1.818 ohms. And the left one is RC. RC is equal to, from the formula we substitute in this formula, so which is equal to what, equal to 12.5 times 10 over summation of resistors in delta. So 12.5 times what, times 10 over summation of resistors in delta network, which is gives us 4.545. So we get we change this delta network into what, into a Y network. So after we change, the circuit is looks like this. So we make these two resistors, one resistor which is R equivalent, to simplify, and we make these two resistors one resistor which is R equivalent resistor. So let us calculate it. And after before we calculate, which is 2.273 plus what, plus, simply it is in series, so we add them, plus 15 ohms, which is gives us 17.273. And in the left side, in the right side, we also, they are in series, so we add them, 1.818 plus what, 20, which is gives us 21.818 ohms. So after we get this R equivalent, which is we make 1 1, So the circuit is looks like this. So after we simplify it, we make these two resistors one resistor. So there are in what in parallel. So we multiply them and we add them as parallel using parallel rule. So 17.273 times what? Times 21.818 over what? Over 17.273 plus 21.818, and which is gives us 9.643. So we make it one resistor. After we make it one resistor, the circuit here looks like this. So after this, these two resistors are in series, so simply we add them. So 4.545 ohms plus what? Plus 9.643 ohms, which is gives us 14.188 ohms. So after we make simplify, the circuit is looks like this. So these two resistors are in what? In parallel. So using parallel rule, 14.188 times what? Times 13 over 14.188 plus 13, which is gives us 9.63. After that, RAB is what? Which is RAB means what? RAB means R equivalent, which is R equivalent is what? 9.63. So the equivalent resistor for these resistors are what? This 9.3, 9.63 ohms. And now try this question by yourself, which is simply similar to the previous one. So what is the answer is what? The answer is 40 ohms. You can easily solve this problem by changing the delta resistors into a Y or star network. After converting the network into a Y or star configuration, you can simply apply the series and the parallel rules to simplify the resistors. And by doing this, you can calculate the equivalent resistance, and which gives the final answer of 40 ohms.